Well, hello there. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another night, another great time of Lego building, of being creative, of sharing with each other, of Builder's Block. Um, I hope you're all doing well. I hope your pets are well. I hope, yeah, everything's going dandy in your life. And I'm hoping that we're going to have a good time here, that we'll get to chat. I'll get to build for you a little bit. We'll talk about some cool things coming up and generally have a great time. But first, as almost always, I want to do a little check because I'm always self-conscious with the AC going. My mic I had to replug and unplug, and it always makes me worried that it's not going to work. So I just quick check. Can everyone hear me okay? Does it sound okay? My sound, the music sound, all that jazz. Let me know if the levels are doing all right or if you need them anything up or down. Um, just take a little peek over here at the chat, which I used to have right above the monitor. I probably need to find a way to do that again. So I'm like looking at you and the chat. But for now, I have to look over here. And hey, hi everyone. I see. You have to admit, I always see your name. I've never actually known how to pronounce it, or if there was a shorter version. But Anishura, let me know if that's correct. And oh, thank you, Torben. Yes, I'm in a different room. Well, no, I'm in the same room, Emily, but a different configuration. And hi, Torben, and hi, Danny. Yeah, no, I did a whole bunch of rearranging. I forget how much I had done last time I was streaming, if this was here or not. I rotated this desk. I rearranged all of my monitors very differently. I dragged these shelving units in from my living room and then put all of my sorted Lego into the view around me, as you see here. So it's a whole new display, which I thought was not only more efficient, frankly, for building. I thought it looked cool, and I had a little light strip there too. So got that going on. So yeah, this is the latest setup we got going on here. What was I gonna say? And sorry, I got a little distracted. For a second, I thought I might have to do some work. There is an announcement, which I don't think I'm giving away because CNN announced it, that we got approved for a booster shot. If you remember, I work for Pfizer. But thankfully, another team member is going to be on it in case we need to clear cache for the press release. So I was distracted because I saw a little flash from my work iPad, which I of course have it covered in appropriate stickers. So I just thought that was kind of funny. But keep an eye on things over there. Um, but yeah, come over. That would be awesome, Emily. Come on by. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump, right? Mere country to cross, and then boom, you're there. Um, I want to note, and this is big for me. I am not wearing my usual T-shirt and jeans. I am actually matching the picture that we used for the promotion. That's not usually what happens. Usually that's whatever I happen to be wearing at the moment that Charlotte asked me for a picture, and I'm like, oh yeah, crap, I need to have one, and I send whatever was the last one. But yeah, in this case, I'm like, you know what? I do really like that dress. How much more am I going to really get to wear it? Might shake things up. So, Eve, it's a little gauche because I wore it over the weekend. I wore it on Saturday, but still, I brought it back out. So, here it is. Not just in what is very much my usual, which is t-shirt and jeans. I do love those looks. I do love the outfit and the comfy nature of it. But yes. So here we'll do a full. Right. This is a trans-related stream. Showing off your outfit should be, I think, officially, like legally, a part of it. So we'll show. Here's the full deal. So if you can kind of see me here, if I crouch down. So very long and wavy. So, well, not my usual thing. Obviously, most people don't see me in dresses. It's not because I dislike dresses or anything like that. I don't know. It's not my default go-to. I don't usually feel dress-ish. But there's something about maxi dresses sometimes, especially on a nice summer day. So that's you got a rare treat here that I actually matched the photo. Hey Ashley, thank you for coming in. As always, I will try to reinforce the advice you give me and keep track of it all because you always give me good advice on how to improve things here. Speaking of improvements, you are now seeing me on a much cooler running machine. I custom built my first ever computer back towards the start of the pandemic, or even before it. I can't remember. Probably at the start of the pandemic. I always bought very high end computers that I then kept for like 8 years. Like I would go really high so they could run really long until I ran them into the ground. And even my current computer isn't, or my old computer isn't dead. I still have it in my living room now, connected to my TV out there. But when I built my new computer, I got all these great new components. It was awesome. I learned a lot. I was able to do so more affordably, and build it custom but still be high end. And again, there was just that one little niggling problem that I couldn't get a video card, which back then I did not realize was going to be the saga that it's been. And so I had to go cannibalize the video card out of my old computer and put it in this new one. And that lasted until today. So right now you are viewing me, or I'm viewing me, through the magic of my new video card, which came in the mail at like 4:34. I got a text message from Amazon that delivery had arrived. I ran down to the lobby. My doorman was still like taking the packages, and I pounced and I grabbed it. It was probably risky for me to switch it out before doing a stream. It wasn't always a smooth process. I, again, am not the most skilled. This was my first computer ever, so me actually working with components is not always a sure thing, but thankfully it's installed, it's running, and the temperature is crazy. It's like half the temperature it usually runs at because it's so much more efficient. And I haven't played any games on it yet because then I was prepping for the stream, but I'm excited to see what it'll be like, and hopefully not max out my GPU on every simple computer game. But yeah, so sorry, just had to share that little exciting bit. I wasn't going to overpay that much, so I waited a really long time to finally sneak in a little deal. Cool. And sorry, I'm just seeing. Oh, sorry, I was catching up there on chat. Yeah, tonight I am sipping some white, and I just thought it was kind of cool. So I have it in this little thing called a Savino that lets you put the wine in there. The little bobber floats on top, and then you have the seal on top extra, and so it keeps the air off of the wine and lets it last a little bit longer. And so if you're not someone who drinks a bottle at a time, which is me, when I'm the few rare occasions I drink alone, which is basically this. I find this handy, so I don't have to worry about drinking the whole bottle. So I had to have like half of this bottle over the past week, and then this is still good. It can last for up to I think 12 days, so that's kind of cool. But the cooler part is the bottle it came out of before I put it in there, which is this. It is a straight up lighthouse. Ashley, Jessica, and I were up in Provincetown, Massachusetts, in Cape Cod. We went to a vineyard out there. It was a lovely time, frankly. We didn't have necessarily high expectations for it, but it was a gorgeous place. The food was amazing, and the wine was great. It was perfectly grand. So we got a whole bunch of spirits and wine from there, and I finally cracked one open, and they're just super unique because they come in this glass lighthouse. So another thing I'll hold on to for like 30 years, then finally throw away. Cool. All right. So we're not here to talk about that, though, are we? No. We are here to talk about Legos. And if on the rare occasion any of you might be people who... That sounded more negative than I meant it. If any of you are lucky enough to be experiencing this stream for the first time, here's what's going on. This show is Builder's Block. And you can see right there. That's the show that you're seeing, which is a part of a broader thing, which is the Transverse Network, which is a great place where there's a series of shows put together by a number of creators who happen to be trans, talking about a whole bunch of different topics. And there's wonderful things from interview shows to a new news show to a show talking about some of the more serious or sometimes sexy things that happen in our lives. A cooking show, which I got lucky enough to do two episodes ago. Yeah, there we go. And then this one, where a series of builders get to come on and show you our different passions, our different things that we like to build and create. We have Emily, who's in the chat, who does these amazing Star Wars droids, these custom droids that she works on. We have Rosa, who does tiny miniatures, which are super cool and super intricate. And then I do Lego stuff. Oh, and we also had a guest appearance recently from from Jen's. That was pretty cool. Jen Giggles. So all kinds of different builders doing all kinds of different things. But what you'll see from me are different custom Lego creations. And I'm excited to continue building one tonight. We'll see how far we can get. It's been lasting, I swear, forever. But thank you for bearing with. And eventually, this thing will move off of this picture and into history as a completed set. I am not done with the brownies. And do you know why I'm not done with the brownies, Ashley? So on that cooking show with Quarantine Kitchen with Billy, I baked brownies because I can't really cook. I don't know if I can't cook. I just don't cook. I tend not to cook unless I'm with other people. And so on my own, I always order in, or I make like spaghetti or something. But I do bake. And so I baked my own from scratch brownies. I had a ton of them. I ate a disturbing amount of them. But I saved a few left, and I saved them for you, Ashley, and Jessica. And of course, I forgot to bring them to Jessica's last Saturday, but they're still there. They're still good. And if I happen to eat them, I'll make more, and then you can have those. So I have not finished the brownies yet, but there's only like 3 left. Right. So on the building, pardon. Yes, we're gonna build some stuff, but I also wanted to talk about something cool coming up. An event I'm doing tomorrow, actually. I'm going to be participating in something called BrickFair New Jersey. It's actually the last time this show is going to be in New Jersey. BrickFair is a fairly large event that has a bunch of different locations throughout the year around the country. But the biggest, I believe, is Virginia. I haven't been, but I think that's the largest one. So that's sort of seen as like the main one. And then there's like a New England one and a few other ones. They opened one in New Jersey to be like within the region of also New York a few years back. It ran for a few years. I don't know if it's ever been quite as big or successful as maybe was hoped. And then obviously with the pandemic making things have to stop for a while, they've decided to scale back. And so this will be the last BrickFair New Jersey. So I'm excited to go at least see it one more time and get to see it off. So, excuse me. What I do from like binging Coke Zero and then wine. So I'm going to be there tomorrow, and I can show you a little bit what that experience is like. So as we go through this, already mentioned this is Builder's Block. I didn't mention that I am Jess. Oh, I am clicking on the wrong monitor. There's the actual monitor. I am Jess. So here's my site. You can always see when I'm going to be streaming next. You can see different highlights on things I've built in the past and recent pictures. And I'm slowly building out the trans talk section as I get prepared to come out to everyone in my life. So occasionally check back in. There's a fairly long story of my coming out transition that's in there. It's not done yet, but it's near the end. It's getting there. But one of the things you can do through here, especially on the topic of building, is go to my Flickr page, where while I feature a few things on the site, the Flickr page has it all, or nearly all, and includes references to the BrickFair show. And before I show those pictures, I do want to mention the group I'm a part of, which is I Lug NY, a little take on I Love NY. But the reason why it's that awkward lug is a lug is actually a thing. It's a LEGO user group. And LEGO user groups, especially our lugs, recognized LEGO user groups, are associations of different fans, often adults, who join together and share their love of LEGO, all things LEGO created. And often by region, though there are a few other ones. There's actually a gay lug, gayful, because Aful is an adult fan of LEGO, that exists online, gay lug. So they're a great group. I have not done a ton with them, but I started to connect with them online. So there's some things that transcend regional boundaries, but most lugs tend to be in a region because people meet in person. And then they'll go and they'll do different things. And if you're a recognized lug and you do enough events, LEGO will actually support your showings. And so we've gotten to do different displays at libraries, at in different little town halls or things. We even did our biggest show historically was at the Stanford Museum and Nature Center, where we would do a giant display over a couple of rooms, and so that was gorgeous and fun. And And yeah, that was usually like the big things we did ourselves, but we'd also contribute to other things like BrickFair. So I'm going to be there as a part of iLug NY. I even had some T-shirts made with this logo, which actually I made this logo, so that was kind of cool to see it in practice. So I'll be attending this. We'll be setting up Thursday and Friday, public hours are Saturday and Sunday. So if you want to come by the Meadowlands Expo Center in Secaucus, New Jersey, you can come by and see me and see all of these other great Lego creations. But this is a picture of what it looked like in the past, just to show some of the process. We won't spend a ton on here, but I do want to show you things in person. I do want to build in person, but I just wanted to touch on this since I'm going to be doing this tomorrow. So I think I was setting up different little scenes with Lego vehicles here. Oh, I lost a mouse. Where's the mouse? There it is. As we gradually, we have to lay down the track first, and then you lay down the road, and then you fill in the buildings. It's a whole rigmarole thing to get it there. Oh, there we go. So now I started to add in my actual buildings. I know in the past we've walked through some of these buildings. I've gotten to show you some of them. So there's my medical center on the corner with an ambulance pulling out. My prison transport and sheriff's car there. But yeah, it's a nice little display that our lug does. It tends to have a big portion of town, and then also some stuff that's space. We have a lot of space focus builders in our group. This is not us, and that's something that I took a bunch of pictures of the event just to get a sense of what it's like, and so you'll be apparently really tiny pictures. I guess it was a while ago, but we'll click through here just to see that the different amazing things that other people bring and create. And so in addition to individual lugs doing their own displays like us, there's also Garden Slug, which is the New Jersey lug. They're going to have a much bigger set of displays, but there's also people who bring individual things that they designed. They're what's called a mock, my own creation. They bring their own mocks to display, and they if they don't do it with a group, they might do it in a theme. And so there's a castle theme area where everyone who likes castles will come bring their own thing and add it to that display. And there's similar themes throughout the event, so all kinds of different things to do. One big theme is Micropolis. People who like to build tiny buildings. John in our group does this. He focused on this. You got to see, if you attended the last time I streamed, my own little tiny Micropolis creations. So I'm going to take those to the show so they can be added if that's beneficial. Yeah, and so here's a big collab of a lot of people who brought their own things. And because they followed the Micropolis standard, they were able to join all their things together and create a whole city. So that's just some of the cool stuff that people get to collaborate and meta build together at shows like BrickFair. So I'm really looking forward to going, and you really get to see some amazing talent, things that took forever. A lot of people who do mocks, like they'll focus on one, and it might take them years, but they'll build something that's really elaborate or crazy. And also different, not just Lego models like toys that are minifig scale, but artwork too, like you see here. All kinds of cool things. Right, these are crazy. I always find these super impressive. That one, oh man, if I could do that, I would in a second. That's so cool. Yeah, this is someone else's town display, which I just thought was gorgeous. I want to do something like this. We never go as deep with our displays, so we don't get to show depth like this. I have a mapped out plan of all of my town if it was in depth. Whenever I get that future basement, and I can do the layout like Will Ferrell's character in the Lego Movie, I 100% will, and the kids will not be allowed to play with it whenever there are kids. That's going to be just for Jess. I keep saying It becomes so apparent to me when I'm doing this. Here is some of these great creations that other people did. Someone's brought this for years. It is very impressive. It's a little frustrating they keep winning awards for it. I'm like, you got that, in the last 2 years. You don't need another award. But it's still really cool. It's still a nifty to see it. Yeah. So this is what I'm going to be at tomorrow through Sunday. And if you are in the area and want to come by, then Saturday and Sunday, you too can be there and see stuff like this. So keep it on the mind. Keep it on the mind. Cool. Oh, this is back into our town. Oh, and this is I did bring my Lego Marine 1 that year. That was cool. I think I showed you guys pictures of that. I don't think I showed it to you in person. Hey, Jill. Welcome. I have it behind me. So something else we can take a look at here is is see it on camera and not through, excuse me, carefully staged pictures. Yeah, so this is our display, our bigger collab display we all did, and most of this town here was all of my stuff, which is kind of cool. So do I know I'm going to be displaying? I don't yet, Ashley. That's a great question. Thanks to your kind prodding, Gina has amazingly offered to drive me. So it's definitely challenging getting this stuff around. In fact, I don't have most of my Legos here in the apartment because there's a lot. I have 30-some buildings, 70-some vehicles, and they take up a lot of space, even broken. I don't break them apart, but modular buildings you can separate them by levels, so I take off the floors and Jenga them into boxes, but it still consumes a ton of space. Some 10 to 12 large bins. You can't see me doing large bins of them. So that's what I have in a storage unit about 10 blocks away. So not easy for me to carry even one of those on public transit to get over there. Plus, there's not really an easy route there, except maybe like a train to a bus or something. And I don't really love the idea of, it feels awkward to take that into an Uber. Plus, I don't know how big the car is going to be. I don't know how big the car taking me back is going to be. So having a secured ride is ideal, especially because I don't really drive. So thankfully, my friend Gina has offered to, or is willing when I asked her to drive me. So she'll pick me up tomorrow. So I'm going to go over tomorrow morning to my storage unit, go through, try to identify what buildings and vehicles are already grouped into boxes, and then prioritize them based on what I think will display the easiest. And then we'll just figure how many boxes can fit into our car. And that'll be the limit. Whatever I can squeeze in there, that'll be when I end up displaying. But I don't know yet, because I don't quite remember which buildings are in which boxes or how distributed they are. So I need to figure that out tomorrow before she gets me. Oh, we also have monorail display in there. Monorail is super cool. That set, everyone loves it. It only lasted for a short time in the 80s. Crazy expensive to try to get it nowadays. I have one monorail. It doesn't really even work, but I have it. There's my bank. I think this has ED 309 in there. I don't think we can zoom in on this. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's a little ED 309 breaking down in front of the bank. All the police trying to corral them in. Yeah, sorry, just other displays. So this is, if you don't get to go, this is the kind of thing you could be seeing. These buildings aren't mine, and these buildings aren't mine, just the TV station's mine in this little stretch here. We do try to mix up and put different people's stuff all together to make it a true collaboration. Then we also have the train continues on through, I think this is a farm over here, and then straight into snow into an ice planet. That's actually the edge of my little ice space. I've had someone else's ice space there. That was someone else's spaceship on my pad for my ice space there. That will be at the show. Someone else has it, so they're going to bring it to the show, and then I'll finally get to take it back. So I have to make sure I leave room in the car for that for the way back. All right. Yeah. So this is BrickFair. This is where I'll be doing nonstop for the next couple of days, and it's exciting now. It'll be exciting in retrospect. I'm sure in the moment it'll be boring and aggravating doing all the setup, but it's still a cool thing to do. And the people are always sweet, so it's a fun time. Yeah. All right. So that's all that jazz. That's what's going to be happening. If you do happen to come, this is the layout of the Meadowlands Expo Center. You'll come in the door, you'll go back, turn left, and boom, there will be ILEGNY. And I'm doing city stuff, so I might be in the middle of that little circle there, because that's most of my stuff will be in the city. So come on by if you are nearby and say hi. And if not, I will post pictures. They will be online. You will get to see them, and you can watch it that way too. So that was me babbling on. Now let's build. Let's do some stuff. I can show you Marine One. We can build the town hall. Yeah, I want you to consider what you want. Now, don't tell these people, but I'm planning still to just show Marine One first, because that's a little bit easier, and then build. But we'll act like it's a choice for them. But just you and me, it's going to be Marine One, and then we'll do a build. So, sorry about that. All right. So, anyone have a feeling on what you want to do? I'm feeling like you want to see Marine One, so I'm gonna go get that right behind me here. I think we did it in a show again in pictures, but now you'll get to see it live. So we'll do it that. Do you like my grossly extraneous use of a camera there? I don't know what entirely to do with that camera. I rearranged the office and suddenly somehow I had like an extra. I think I used it like for overview of the room, but the cord didn't quite reach anymore or something. So I yeah, for now I just have it here. The one neat thing though, I figure I can do this when I walk around to get stuff. You can still be in the action. I won't be off camera per se, but you can also see the way I set up the rest of the office. So this is hold on. I'm going to look here so I can actually see what the mouse is. Oh, there it is. Minimize side. So that's actually the main place where I play games. I work here and then I do the streaming here. I dock it with 2 monitors I have here, but that's where I do the fun stuff. And Zoom calls with friends and other things are usually over there. So I got a couple more lights from that angle. And you can see the custom computer. There she is in all her glory in all of her rainbow colors. And the new strip right there in the middle, that's the new video card. So very excited to have it all finally together. A mere year after I started building it, it is now complete. Okay, so here is Lego Marine 1. So this is something that I think you've seen again in pictures from a past show, but this time I was actually not so lazy that I could actually go get it off of the top of my kitchen cabinet. But yeah, I was very happy with this. It's probably an older style Marine 1, but I just thought it was neat, and I realized all of a sudden at one point I had sort of a glut of dark green bricks, which is rare. That's not a common color, so it's not always easy to build things in that color because you're constrained by the amount of pieces you have and even their nature. What pieces they actually put in and put out in that color are sometimes constrained, so it can be a little bit tough. So I was very happy that I was able to pull it off and do that dark green look. Sorry, I was just seeing in chat here, but I don't think I... Oh, chat pause. Is everything okay? I see like a weird little message on here. I don't know. I'm trusting that Emily and others, and people who know that better, are all good and everything's fine. Let me know though if I screwed anything up or if anything's off or if I should do anything. But hey, Emily. Hey, another Emily, which I hope is okay. I think at one point you said that was your name, but I also Pixel. I don't mean to. Sorry, my instinct is like to say it once I know it, but I don't mean to if you don't want me to. I apologize. But now Emily did it, so hopefully I'm okay. I'm not on shaky ground here. Okay, that was a long non sequitur. Yeah, for some reason, when I look at my chat on this other computer here, there's like this weird icon that's obscuring text, and I don't know why. That's weird. All right. Not going to let it distract me. Keep trucking. So, as I said, Lego Marine 1, hard to capture because dark green is hard to come by, but here is the results. And I was really happy with the... Oh, geez. There you go, camera. The side doors here. So, it slides down into a ramp. It does it on both sides. So I was very happy with that. So it's a little boarding ramp / door. And when we go inside, unfortunately I didn't do anything with the interior. I still kind of had aspirations to do it, but it's just been low on my list. But pop it off, you can see all the people I crammed in there for the collage I do. So, you know, when I set this up on display, I have a Marine Honor Guard, I have Secret Service out and around, I have a bunch of generals and admirals waiting to receive LEGObama. And so here he is. If it will focus on him. Come on, camera. There we go. LEGObama. Though now I guess I needed to come up with Joe Lego Biden. I need another one. So I need to create a new one. We could probably do that. All right. That's another thought. We can mix it in. But there's other cool little dudes. I have, you know, like that's maybe a Navy admiral, I think. Yep, there's a member of the Marine Guard with an M4. A whole bunch of different little dudes. Some in their dress whites. Secret Service. You need a full complement. Oh, that's a good question. So it's only Ashley? Everyone else is okay on the sound? Sorry that you're experiencing that, Ashley, but definitely people flag for me if you don't hear me well. Or it's also maybe I was moving around. I don't know. Hopefully things are okay. Side note, I'm going to turn the AC towards me because I'm getting really hot and it's not blowing on me. Whew, that's a little better. A little better. All right. So that was Lego Marine 1. Nice, quick, not too bad, right? Well, crap, you are too, Joe. That's not good. I'm not sure what to do about that. Shoot, I have to admit, I don't really know. You know, I don't necessarily see any sign that things are off, so it's hard for me to know how to correct it. I guess I'm open to any ideas. Emily, in particular, not to put an onus on you if you're still there, but just because you have so much more experience with this, if there's anything you can recommend that I do, let me know. And I'm happy to do it. But hopefully it will stabilize. I don't see any sign that my internet is off or bad, so okay. I guess I don't really have too much else to do, but plow forward and hope. So I hope things will get better for you, and I'm sorry that they are not smooth. One random thought, just before I go off, I just thought this was kind of neat. We talked about, I put the lights behind me, and there's some lights around the room too. And they're cool. I don't know if it's as obvious though, because the key lights are so bright. But I can turn them off just to see, you can see like how magenta the room actually is. Ooh. So this is without the sun on me from up there, what the room is currently looking like. And it's kind of cool because it's got a strip behind my desk, behind my head. There's one actually around the outside edge of this table. So if I was over there, that would be behind me over here. So I'm proud of that. I got that set up too when I did the reorg of the office. I added and connected finally all those lights properly. So sorry, I just wanted to show that off because no one else has really gotten to see it aside from poor Ashley and Jessica when I forced them to look at the stuff while they're here. But now let's do the building, which I've said I've done. I've teased you long enough. We can get to it. So I'm going to get up. I'm going to walk around, and what we're going to do is we are going to open up this sucker, which is what we've been constructing for a while now. This is my Lego Town Hall, which you have all gracefully been willing to sit with me as I gradually assemble it. Pardon the streaky camera there. The sad thing is I actually have a gimbal. I should... all right, whatever. Next time. Yeah, so this is what we're going to be building. We've done the first floor. We've gotten pretty far on the second floor. Let's see how much farther we can get. Hopefully, nail this sucker down. All right. Sorry, just plugging back in this phone so it doesn't go dead on me. Yeah, I'm going to get up. I'm going to walk around. Enjoy. Just rolled that globe right off the desk. I always hate that string of hair. It's always sticks weird. Part of the fun of learning how to live and work with longer hair after a lifetime of never having done it before. All right. So, wait back up, camera. Here is what we are talking about. I'm going to go a little widescreen. No offense to your amazing layout here, Emily. I sometimes, I probably need to change maybe the depth of field for my camera, but you can sometimes capture a bit more when we zoom out. So there's a Stream Deck, but we'll slide it over. Yeah, and this is what we did really last time was not only rebuilt the flow of the second floor here, but also actually filled in the main floor and balcony and pictures on the walls and all kinds of stuff to make this happen. And so these remaining bits are what we need to polish off to call this building complete. Maybe a little bit in the park too, but that's more minor. All right, so where should we start? I'm thinking the mayor's office. I think that might be the easiest place to dive in, to go into the mayor's office here. So I'm thinking that's where I'm going to start. And it shouldn't be that amateur, Emily, because you have the same camera now that I do. So, sorry, also just checking to make sure everything is cool on the work front. Cool. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm going to pause real quick. Ashley kindly sent an example of the audio clipping, so I'm going to listen to it so I can see if there's anything I can do about it. So I'm going to pause real quick and take a look at this. Thank you. I get it, what you're experiencing. That's frustrating. I have no idea what's causing that or how to fix it. But that was legit clipping, so thank you for capturing that and sending that. I'm also glad it was you and not work, because that would have been a longer be right back. But, all right, so that stinks. That stinks that it's happening. I'm sorry for anyone who's experiencing that clipping. Again, if anyone has any thoughts on what could be done to rectify it, please let me know, and I'm happy to experiment in whatever I can do here to hopefully stop it. All right. For now, though, we will strive forward. We can see what can happen, so we can build. I think I need to change that. I think I had this camera set to turn off and turn on every time I switch scenes, which I think is why you get that weird giant flare, but we'll work on that. So, office. I think that's where it makes sense to start. So I'm going to do a little... And so you can see the office actually comes apart a little bit. And that's because these sections correspond to base plates that they sit on top of. Base plates, if you are, I'm sure, familiar, are... these things. Right, a base plate is 10 inches by 10 inches, 32 studs by 32 studs. And so often Legos, especially modular buildings, are measured by how many base plates they take up. This particular city hall, especially with all of its grounds, is quite large. It's, what is this? 6 base plates, 2 by 3 all together. And the building itself is 2.5, because it's 2 wide, 1 deep, and it has 1/2 base plate, 16 by 32. That's the sort of the portico. And so that breaking point is also here with why this little bit is not attached to this, because it's sort of designed that in theory the whole thing could break apart smoothly along the base plate lines for easier transport. So that's why these all come apart like this, is for that transportability. Alrighty. So let's look at this office. Let's see about getting this finished and polished off. I'm trying to find the right angle here so you can see it and I can build it, and all will be dandy. We're going to take this side off. Bring this a little closer to me. All right. Sorry. The necklace is caught in my hair. Okay. So, right. We have little doorway out onto the balcony there for the mayor, so address people sitting in the square below. So I think, hey, Midvani, it is indeed Lego time. We are launching into, finishing off, by golly, the town hall on the second floor here. So I keep saying town hall. I went to lengths to say that there's an official town hall. Mine's a city hall. I still forget, and I call it the town hall all the time. But yeah, that's what this is. So let's do this office. And what I'm thinking for the office, when the camera decides to focus, is that the inner wall has this little green and white pattern to it. See that? It's a dark green. Whoop! I just squished the curve there. A little dark green and white. And so I'm thinking of doing things that kind of build off of that accent. So I was thinking that maybe I would do a carpet in the middle, a rug, which would be like light green in the middle and dark green on a border to kind of tie things together and still have a wood floor around the outside of that. I was thinking maybe some bookshelves in here on either side of the doorway. And then the question is, where does the desk go? Where do the seats go? We'll just see how the spacing works out on that one. All right, so let's build the bookshelves. Get them against the wall, get them set, then go on, build the rest. All right. Which to get first? Some other pieces are possibly being used. I'm going to do this. So the space on either side of the door is 4 studs wide. And so I'm thinking a 1x4 bookcase is the way to go. And so I'm going to look for 1x4 brown plate. I hope you get to enjoy this sound. It wouldn't be a Lego stream if there wasn't loud sounds of Legos ruffling. I don't see a lot of 1x4s though. 1x3s. Where are the 1x4s? Yeah, yo. Huh. I guess I've used them up in other places, at least brown ones that I've found. That's okay. We have other resources to tap into. Now you get to see the magic of this storage behind me and how much I don't remember where things are on it. But we're going to find the brown and get them. It's an office where it's a good... Ooh, Russ, that's a deep question. I mean, it's the mayor's office. Yes, he'll be alone, but he has to entertain, right? It's by necessity a place where he will probably be holding meetings. This building is not large enough for multiple offices for him, so this might actually be one of the only solo offices in the building, so it's one that is going to serve dual purpose, where he'll be in there, but he'll also be holding court, and people will be coming to him in there. So I'm thinking like, chair behind the desk, 2 chairs in front. Well, I wasn't sure if they would go sideways, so you'd have them like one over here, and then like a couch over here, but I think that might get too cramped, so I'm thinking more simply it's just a desk here, chair, desk, and then his chair here, and then he can just turn around and go out the door if he wants to go out on the balcony for some air. That's my current thinking. You do have to think about user experience. 100%. 100%. Okay, let's find the brown. that was easy. It was the first place I looked. That was not what I expected. I thought I was going to have to like pull out 8 of these things before I found them, but by golly, I found it. All right, so we got lots of things in here. We got the dark brown, which we'll use for some of the floor. But underneath is the reddish brown, as LEGO calls it, that we want to use for the furniture, that I want to use for the furniture. I decided we're doing a lot of monocolor wood because I'm feeling that level of creative. So we are going to be very literal about our wood colors, and let's see what we can find in here. All right, 2 bases. No. See for the top. Goodness. See, this is where Ashley would rightfully scold me for not doing this beforehand. I really thought I had some already pulled out. I thought. But I mean, would it be as fun if you didn't see me aimlessly rooting through enormous piles of Legos? Maybe for you it'd be more fun, but for me it wouldn't be as fun. Goodness. Alright, so apparently 1x4 is a more rare commodity than I had planned on. Oh, here's one. Alright. I have a backup plan. I do have a backup plan, just for the record. Ah, here's part of the backup plan. Oh, are there? No. Okay, I'm not seeing a lot more, and I don't want to take forever with this. So we're going to go with the kludge method of putting this together. It's a little less stable, but this is sitting inside a building that's not going to be touched a lot, so I think it will work. Yeah. All right. So here's what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to take some pieces here, specifically these little 1x2 pieces, which combined make up a 1x4, and to keep them together so they're reasonably stable enough, I'm going to put a 1x2 brown tile on top of them to hold the shelves together. And I'll show you why I'm doing all that as we go here. So I'm going to just turn around in a second and get some brown tiles, get some other like side notched pieces, and we'll start building some bookshelves and putting some books on them. All right. Alrighty, so I need, oh, I don't even need this one. I need these. That doesn't belong there. That doesn't belong there. None of these belong here. What's going on? Sheer anarchy. Sometimes long hair does get a little annoying. I found when I look down, it can get a little dangly, and all of a sudden I realize I'm like wildly compensating, trying to look around it. When I have my glasses on, it's easier. It kind of holds things back, but sometimes, Mish! Welcome, welcome. You are always amazing with those cheers, so cheers right back. Thank you so much, and so glad to have you, as always. I also love that I like basically see you in every chat everywhere all the time. I think we were in like 4 successive same chats in the past week. Sometimes on the same day. It was very impressive. But it's just a sign of how pervasively awesome you are. All right, I might have tapped that one out for brown. So what you, just so you can know, while I kind of anonymously do this, what I'm looking for are pieces like this. They're like a regular brick, but they also have a stud on the side. I don't want this, which is two-sided. I want one-sided ones to build this bookcase. So you can see if this one has a few more, hopefully. I think I need 6 total. Problem is, I do build a number of things that are brown. I thought about making like them black or something, but I don't know. I feel like I've been on a theme for the rest of this building, so I wanted to continue it. Yeah. A moment of doubt there if I should change course, but I think I'm gonna stick with it. I think I'll find more pieces here. Oh, this is where we get to do the patent pended look underneath. Ooh, is that one? No, it's tan. All right. Side note, how is the clipping any better? Did it get any better? Is it still crappy for everyone? It's very disappointing and disturbing that it does that. But I wish I knew how to diagnose it. Are these all one color? Oh yeah, they're all gray on the bottom. All right. I think I have one more. There's a lot of these. All right. That's close to it. That's not it. Dang it. I need to build less things in brown, apparently. Well, you know what? We can do one bookcase and then something different on the other side, maybe. We might have to, if I can't find this. So that's what we'll do. We'll build something different on the other side. All right. It's all right. Keeps life interesting. We'll still build one bookcase for one side, and then we'll do something else. I have something else in mind for the other side. All right. So I need a few more things here. I need those little tiles I was mentioning. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. I need 1 by 1 brick. All over the floor. Oh, jeez. There's Legos all over the floor. They fell out through the handle as I was lifting it. Things you'd think I would know to avoid. All right. Something easy to find for once. Cool. Now, the deal is here, when you're building a Lego bookcase, is that you want to simulate the spines of those books on the bookcase. But that's not easy to do. It's not common to find pieces that can do that. So what you have to do is try to like simulate a bookshelf. And that is what we will be attempting to do today. So, ow. What I'm going to do is take this bin of 1 by 2 plates and pick out a bunch of different colors to make up the books. So we got light purple, we got tan, we got whites. Let's throw in an aqua, a dark tan. I don't think too close to brown. I want it to stand out. Maybe you get another tan in there. Ooh, an orange, a red, pale blue. Green. Oh, yeah, these are already separated. Olive green, dark green. All right, this will be a good start. Let's see how far we can get here. So what I'm going to do is, I think this will work. Oh, pull back so you can see. So that little piece, remember, that had the side stud, this is now clipped onto it. Because of its height, that tile can slide underneath of it. And now, boom, there's like a vertical book to go on the shelf. And so we can take some other colors and clip them onto here. And I think I can do one more and then I'll need a tile, but we'll find out here in just a second. This might be kind of close. I don't know. I might have to make it shorter. Let me find out. Where? This is my thing of miscellaneous colored tiles. So I'll take a yellow. So if I put the yellow on there, I think it's perfect. Look at that. Lines right up. So now I can go on this side and take regular 1x1 bricks with no side stud. Put them on there. And would you look at that? One shelf of books. So we're going to build a few of these shelves. And because I don't have as many of these 1x4 pieces as I was hoping, I'm going to take these 1x2 and then that brown tile that goes on the bottom that makes up for like the thickness of the shelf and that the pieces rest on their side against, that can hold them together. And voila. So how high can we go? One. Oh, I can maybe do two shelf high. Yeah, I'll do that. All right, cool. I can still get my two. Oh, can I? I only have two more of these. It's okay. It's okay. Just thinking through options here. Thinking through options. All right. I will keep trucking. Danny, thank you for giving points to everybody. That's awesome. Ashley, I'm sorry that the clipping continues. That really sucks and is very frustrating. And I definitely will want to not only investigate it. Oh yeah, I see a drop frame thing. All right, I'm gonna have to do some educating after this. Because I don't think this has happened before. This is a first, right? Yeah, is it my internet? I guess that's what I'd have to assume it is. I don't think it'd be the new video card. Oh, it better not be the new video card. I'd be very angry if somehow that got involved. I'd be more depressed, but we'll go with angry. All right, so we're gonna build us another shelf here. All right, we can fit 5 books per shelf. That's not too yellow. We already did yellow. Do purple. We'll bookend it in light purple. There we go. I'm just seeing how high this is going against the wall there. So we've already kind of almost gotten high enough. Like in theory, I could top it there, do another one here, or I could go double high and then do like a wardrobe or a cabinet or something over here. Kind of torn. I like the symmetry of the bookcases. I just don't necessarily have another brown notch piece. Maybe I can use it to my advantage. I can use it like something leaning against the bookshelf. We'll try it. We'll try it. All right. I'm going to cap this here then. Boom. Boom. Bookcase. Boom. Bookcase number 2. So this time around, I did have one brown piece that was that two-sided one. So I'm thinking is one side will hold the books, the other side will like, I don't know, has something like clipped against it, almost like an umbrella leaning against the bookshelf or something. So that's what I'm thinking now to like maybe bounce it out. Sorry, Mivani, I just saw that. That was kind of adorable. How are we doing? All right, now we're in. Now take another orange. Boom. We have a huge mound of Lego bags beside me at the end of this. These do not want to go together. There we go. And pink. Alright, and I just realized I ran out of brown pieces. I don't love doing like that, like combining two pieces together to make one when I don't have the one, just because it feels inefficient. Like I might want those pieces for their actual size later. But it happens a lot. Such is life. All right. And so there is bookshelf number 1. And then bookshelf number 2. Before I place it, I'm going to try to find a little thing I'm thinking of, I'm pondering to be like that umbrella or whatever leaning against the wall. So I think I have to go over here, so a little farther away. We'll do this one just to keep using all the different views. Okay. For a second, I have to, I just stepped on a Lego piece. Thankfully it didn't hurt. I didn't hit that hard. All right, before I find the piece I'm actually looking for, I just thought you might appreciate these. So Lego, and I get this, I support it, they don't really make weapons. Some of the Star Wars sets, they have blasters. Some of the pirate sets, they have cutlasses, but generally speaking, they don't do guns. And that's cool. So there are some people, though, that make their own minifigured size weapons using the same ABS plastic. So that's like basically official. Usually people don't like to mix non-official pieces with official pieces, but in this case, they're filling a void for those of us who might want to do work recreations or whatever nonsense that we want to get to. And so in the course of looking for the piece I have in mind, I found my box of explosives. There are RPGs, pretty full up ones of varying levels of sophistication. There's little things of dynamite, which actually are official Lego pieces. These crates are, I think, are crates of grenades. Yep. There's fragmentation grenades. I also have boxes of flashbangs. It's so ridiculous. All right, sorry. I kind of forgot. That gave me a trip going through it. Like that's like a whole row of weaponry on that shelf over there. All right, I'm now gonna actually find the piece I was looking for. Cool. Oh, and thank you, Mivani. All right, I found the piece. It's a little bit longer than I thought it would be. So I was thinking like I could put this in here and it would be at an angle and it would be like there's like an umbrella leaning against it. But it sticks out a little bit farther than I thought it would, and it's going to be lower than the floor a little bit. So that's not going to, it'll bend or won't fit. So that's probably not ideal. It's a spear gun. You can see that. So that's why I was making it into my umbrella. But I don't think it's going to fly. So instead... All right. I'm not having a lot of luck here, and I don't want to take forever doing this, so we will just figure that out later. And for now, go ahead and stick this in. All right. Right? Nice little official entrance to the office. And the dang stringy hair. All right. So now, rug, chair, desk, chair. Sides will be whatever. I have a globe. Put a globe somewhere. Yeah, maybe like a plant. We can fill that. Okay, so for the carpet. Rug, I should say. I'm thinking green trimmed in dark green. So, let's see what we got dark green wise. Cool. Where is what this? You've thrown me a bit there with that, Midvani. This is the mayor's office. Why would there be a Murphy bed in the mayor's office? That felt like an anger that I need to. Like, I mean, a couch you want to lay down on? All right, I can follow that. But a Murphy bed? This is nonsense you're saying right there. I don't know why I decided to be so adamant on this point. All right, let's figure out what will fit here. All right, I'm thinking, yeah. All right, we're gonna go 10 wide on this sucker. 2, and then it'll be 1, 4. Yeah. So I bump the mic with my head. 5, 6. Cool. So there is the outside limit of our rug, the border of the rug. Now in between there, we want to put the desk and chairs. Yeah, there's no really any good angle for you to see that. But that's okay. But yeah, we had the mayor sitting here, desk here, chair. So I will. We're working late, then I'll sleep on the couch. Though I just talked myself into building a couch. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Perfect. So what these are going to be are the supports that the chairs will click onto. So I can position them as I want. I'm going to do them here and here. You'll see why I'm doing these spaces in a second. I swear they're with intent. I keep hitting the mic. Is that the clipping? Have I been hitting the mic with my head? Hitting the mic with my head all night? Uh-oh. I need a smaller piece. All right. Kind of there. All right. You know, first of all, well done on the spelling. That's a sign of a true pro. I would totally build him a pied-à-terre. I actually have many apartments. I might have already arguably built one that he could choose to occupy. Though arguably it's also a question of just how big this town is. Like, would he need a pied-à-terre? Is the city enough of a city that he couldn't, you know, come in from wherever he lives? Excuse me. Ha. Alrighty. So, all right. And by the way, I reread now that you said you did Google it because you misspelled it. I thought you Googled and confirmed your spelling. Sorry. Good effort though. Good willing to go the mile. All right. So I have these things which are actually crates, but they have these neat little indent going on with them, and so I'm thinking it will look like a nice little executive desk there, all stood up. And do I have this? If I need. So now I'm looking for the top of the desk. I can kludge it like I did the shells, but I don't want to if I can avoid it. I'm not seeing anything, and I don't want to take forever. we are going to kludge it a different way. Oh, and I grabbed the wrong colors anyway. Or one of the wrong colors. So, all right, kind of sticks together. And then let's think about the top of the mayor's desk. What are we putting on there? I can do a computer and a ladder. Pretty standard. I think that would work, right? So we'll do that. We will go back to the jumper, the square jumper box, tray, what have you. Let's do a little black writing blotter in the middle. So we'll do writing blotter, wood, wood. That's a big honking computer. I don't love that. We'll see about the computer. That's a little awkward. Hanging off the desk there. There's a letter. That's a little nicer. Yeah, I don't love that. We're not going to do that. We'll do something else. I don't know what, but we'll do something else on his desk. Chairs. Goodness. So this giant thing is a lot of different random pieces. There's fences, there's stoplights, there's lots more fences, there's pre-assembled little things like a foosball table that I liked from official sets, and so I kept those pieces of them together. There's stairwells. Where are the chairs? I have a giant bag of chairs. I don't know where it is. Oh. Chairs. Got a 100% trip on that later. All right. Let's figure this out. So we'll probably need some more chairs later too. So I'll put this. So let's give him. Ooh, is that weird? Matching to the rug color. Let me get a read on that. Dark green chairs. Is that a thing? Should I do black or should I do brown? This is not going to be a fake choice. Yeah. So for those of you, I actually do mean this one. I'm not giving like a fake choice and then picking one. I do want to know. So you're with the rest of them on this one. So what should I do? Please let me know. Oh, okay. I like this. Picture frame. Picture frames are tough just because they're, to be brick built, they're pretty big. But the lamp or the coffee mug, much more doable. I like those. Those are excellent. And aroma lamp is a nice combo. All right, we have one black, one brown. We don't hear dark green, so I think that's a solid. So we're down to black and brown. All right, all right. I mean, you're right. Brown will probably stand out the most, so we'll go with that. Maybe he'll get a black chair, like it'll be like a leather chair or something. All right. It's pretty low to the ground, so maybe I want to raise it up a little bit. like, it's not so much that it's low as the desk is really high. So I'm going to, we'll pretend it's like they're swivel chairs or something. There's little bases for them. I'm going to pop this onto the bottom. Yes, I think that's where we end up with Russ. So, great minds, great minds. Cool. Here's the guest chairs. And then the other side, the mayor's chair. That's hard. All right, so now you can see when they come together, the lighting is decent enough. I don't know if you can see this, but man, it's dark. Okay, that's a little better. You can kind of see down in there that, boom, he pulls right up, or she pulls right up to the table, or they pull right up to the table. So, cool. Nice little square rug. Got the guests and a mayor sitting on it. It's a little off center, but I think that's okay. They have to come a little bit farther in the office, sit down, leave some room behind the door. I think that works well. All right. So, other thoughts in here. What I'm thinking is, I have a globe. I'll put a globe in there. I have a key to the city. I'll put the key in the city on a little pedestal. I think those will make nicely in the corners here. Yeah, we can see if anything's needed for the walls, but I think that will round this out nicely. So what I'm going to do is get these dark brown tiles, which typically line the floors of all the other floors here. Ooh. I gulped that wine. I probably should not have done that. It was good. That was a big gulp of wine, though. Well, of course the mayor's bribing people. I mean, come on. You gotta be realistic. All right, perfect. I feel like I should know that reference, Midvani, but sadly is not ringing a bell. It sounds so familiar, but I'm not there. Sorry. I want to support your referencing. I'm a strong believer in referencing. Unfortunately, the 1x2 dark brown are hard to come by. I'm pretty sure I have a bag of them over here. I was just trying to see if I could have them handy here. Oh, there's some on the bottom. Really on the bottom. Sorry, I was digging through this. You need to stop doing that off camera. All right. No, boardwalk. Oh. Thank you. Wow, it's been a while since I've seen that. Good stuff. Wow. I don't think I ever finished that, which is not intentional. I liked it. I just don't know if I ever did. New activity. All right. Let's think about these stands. All right. I have a notion. You worked on it? I did not know that. Wow, that's really cool. We have to catch up on that one. That's awesome, Advani. All right, where? Oop. Oh, I forgot how hard these were to find. All right, I'll do something else. I'm glad you got to see that, Torben. I'm glad you liked it. All right. So what I've done here is I gotta work on the shadows here. That's all right. These little places. So that's that little part right there is where I'm gonna put these little pedestals that will have the globe and the key on them. And I'll think about how to design those. Get some gold in there. Some rounded wood. Potential. Oh, maybe I have a gold clip. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. Yep, this goes over here. I'm trying to put stuff back at least in the region of where it goes, so I won't have as much cleanup to do. Perfect. Awesome. All right. You want to see my camera? Cool. All right. My phone, not my camera. All right. Do. Oh. Dip. The clip sound effects are key. I'll raise this up. I'm gonna put this little hook in there, and boom, there's the key to the city on golden display. We'll put that on one side. And the other, a globe. So, ta-da! The back of the mayor's office. Plunk, plunk. So, this is good. I'm always amazed at how long I take. I thank you for your patience sitting through and all, but this is, it's nonetheless progress, and I'm glad for it, and I'm glad to have you with me along the way. So, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. It's always appreciated, especially if I'm having technical difficulties. I'm so sorry, again, for any of that clipping that any of you are experiencing. That just sucks, and I wish I knew how to fix it. And we'll certainly endeavor to research it and fix it before the next one. Cool. Thank you, Midvani. All right. Let's see how to do this. All right, I'm thinking if I want couches or something. Like that could fly, it could fly. And so if I do that, I need to leave space for them to clip in. So that's what I'm mulling over as I lay down these tiles. Because they are not fun to get back up if I do it wrong. If I do attach them, I can attach them here, so I can fill in the rest of this. Dark brown done. For now, for this part. Dang it, I keep hitting my head. All right. Awesome. The easiest thing to do, admittedly, is mug. So I'm going to just grab a mug. That's breezy. You know what I'm going to do? Of course. Drinks cart. There's going to be a drinks cart in this office. Went to get the mugs, and I was like, oh, right, of course. All right, we're going to do... Well, all right. So we have the clear plastic cup. We have the red... We got the white, we got like a teacup, red mug. I'm open to ideas here. I'm gonna get some different bottles for the drinks cart. That's right. Or a sousson of wine. All right. Cool. All right, one side will be drinks cart. think about this. How big do I want that to be? Oh, it can actually have a gold surface. Oh, I'm liking this. All right, so okay, use that to hold these two 2x2 things together. We're gonna add these gold little cones as the legs. And now we're just gonna cover it in glassware, and bottles and whatnot. Feels a little low. I want taller. We'll make it taller. Right, of course. Sorry, I'm just admiring the cleverness of this as it randomly comes together here. Doing brown in the back because it'll be less visible. I put it in front. Get something translucent. Sorry. Disappeared there, but I got some translucent pieces to kind of put on the bottom shelf here. So a little light blue. Get some clear. We'll do the little handles. That's so cute. Yes, I don't even need these. Ah, it's perfect. Ha! Ah, this is great. This is great. All right, that's gonna go underneath there. This little 1x3 that will fit into that little gap. Boom, right there. And we'll just start lining up the bottles. No, it didn't work. I was going to do it upside down, but it doesn't stick. So we'll just do it upright. So we have another clear wine glass. I might not. Nope, so we'll just do weirdly the one. Do another little mug on there. Ta-da! This is great. All right, drinks cart. This is my Friday. I'm going to set up Legos tomorrow. We don't get it wrong. I promise I'll still agonize about work and get preoccupied, but theoretically, I'm taking vacation. All right. Whoa. Thank you, Bifani. Oh, you're gonna leg up on that, Danny? Nice. Nice. Sorry, as you saying cocktail hour. Awesome. All right, we'll do red mug for contrast there on the desk. Something different. Sweet. All right, other side of the office. This is the question of, I think, the couch and how quickly and easily one can be made. Do a settee pretty easily. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Right. Right. All right. It's not a full-blown couch. I hope you will forgive me on that. But we're like ballpark, so I hope it will be enough. Enough. Unless... Oh, you know, I might be able to pull something off. Holy crap. Alright, hold on. So I'll have my dark green, smaller bin because there's less of it. Maybe I don't need this. I don't need this. Sorry. Looking for pieces off to the side here. You gotta be free roaming when you build. You can't be held down. You gotta move and groove. Alright, here's the deal. It's gonna be, I think, a very low to the ground couch, but it's possible I'll be able to do a back if the alignment I'm thinking of works out. Let's find out. Okay. So the deal is, here's this wall. I can set that against that wall very easily. The problem is putting a back on that couch because it's either so thick that like it's a really like you can barely sit on the edge of it, or you basically can't have it. But what I'm thinking is it might be possible to put a brick here with those studs out like we did with the bookshelf, and then tack on dark green pieces like it's a thin back of a couch. Do a little slinky couch in there, and I think the height is right that it will fit. So, all right. How badly do I have to deconstruct this wall to do that? This is your fault, Midvani. I just want to make that clear. The whole Murphy bed thing, that's why this is happening. So it's on you if this goes wrong, just for the record. All right. Bricks this one and I can't pull the shelf out. Alright, we'll just do this. Alright. One of the pieces I helpfully dropped on the floor is the right size. Alright. Let's see how smoothly I can do this. Just rip off the whole wall. Something broken their side too. Oh, that was a plant. Alright. Wow. Just rip that sucker out of there. All right. Wow. All right. Least delicate thing ever. Wow. Oh, man. All right, I don't know how much was on the screen there, but I ripped that thing apart. And somehow it has come back together. Wow. All right. So now I place the couch down like I did before. But now you can see inside there, or I hope you can see, maybe you can see, are those little studs sticking out where I can now go in and boom, clip on the back of the couch. Wow, I'm sorry, I'm just like very impressed with myself, which is not a great thing to be, but I just, you know, feel clever in the moment coming up with that. All right, so we have done it with that addition. Look at that. The mayor's office is fuzzily, darkly, barely visibly complete. So you can see it kind of lines up. Man, that lane is... Oh, all right. So you can kind of see dimly the drinks cart there. The key of the city's back there in the corner. I'll flip it around. Spin the key around so it sticks out more in the room. Ah. All right. If you can make it out, very hard to show in two pieces at an angle, but there is, oh, it's the couch that's stopping. There we go. The couch and the drinks cart and the office. A completed, beautiful room. And at least in the mayor's opinion, the most important one. So thank you all for making one very happy public official. Wow, this has been great. We got a lot here. 10:49. I think instead of trying to branch further out, the marathon will continue. I think clearly at this pace, I'm getting like a room done a day. I hope that's okay. I hope you're still having fun. I hope this is still at least mildly interesting for you. It's a blast for me. This is so fun to have you around. And I hope things have gotten at least a little bit better AV-wise. But again, thank you for reporting it. I'm sorry for everyone who experienced it. I will be doing some research. Again, for any of those folks that know what to do about that, let me know. And I'll try to see what I can do as well. And hopefully we can make this be ever smoother. I guess even as I added lights and sounds, I've maybe neglected something on the functional side. But that you put up with it, and you put up with me every time is an awesome and amazing thing, and I am so grateful. Thank you all. I know it's a little early, but 10:50, it's basically 11. We have work. Those of us who aren't starting their Fridays early, Danny. Or me, because I'm going on vacation tomorrow. For those of you, again, who've come and joined, especially if you're new, it's always a delight to have you. You got to not only catch me, and if you haven't followed yet, I hope you'll choose to, because you can see me again, which is hopefully a good thing. But you can also see so many other great shows that are here on the network, that we have a bunch of things coming up. I think, is it tomorrow or is it 30 that's Thursday? Is it Thursday that's Bisexuality Day? I think we're doing something. I saw an Instagram post go up about it. So if you're not following us there, you should be. Follow the Transverse Network. You can see, and I've tagged it in my Instagram feed. If you happen to follow me, you can easily follow them, where you can see all the things that are coming up. But we have that great show. We have the marathon now on Monday, which is very impressive to watch. we go from Quarantine Kitchen with Billy straight into Transistence, our brand new news show talking about what is of issues of the day, especially for the trans community, leading straight into Behind Open Doors with Jeannie. That's right, that's with Jeannie and Emily doing Transistence. It's Jeannie doing Behind Open Doors. On Tuesday, you have Emily doing the flagship show, the Transgender Show, where she does an interview series with some always amazing and fascinating people. And we'll come back around once again to the ever awesome Builder's Block. I believe there might be Valkyries on Friday. That might be where the bisexuality day comes in. I'm not sure. Feel free to correct me in the chat. And thank you. As always, you have been wonderful, awesome, kind, loving. I have been Jess, and this has been Builder's Block. I hope you go out there, you keep creating, you keep doing awesome things. If you choose to, I'd love for you to share it. There's a Builder's Block section in the Discord where you can chat a bit there too. And until next time, you go out there and you get building, get creating, and make this world a better place. All right, love you all. Have a great night. Bye, everyone.